Today is Valentine's Day, a day for celebrating the kind of love we associate with courtship and romance, the sort of head-over-heels love that sweeps you off your feet and takes your breath away. If you're lucky, that euphoric sensation you feel during the first flowering of romance blooms into a life-altering love, the love you feel for a soulmate, a spouse, a life partner. It's a love that's built to last, beyond the greeting cards and flowers and heart-shaped boxes of candy. A love that endures through good times and bad. It's a love so profound that even after you learn everything about that special someone, including all their flaws and the little things they do that sometimes drive you crazy, you still love them with a depth of feeling that you never imagined was possible. That kind of love should be celebrated, today and every day. But our celebration of romantic love on Valentine's Day should not blind us to the other kinds of love that enrich our lives. Parents often speak of how the birth of their children opened their hearts to a love for their sons and daughters unlike anything they've ever felt before. For many sons and daughters, their love for their parents only grows deeper over the course of a lifetime. Grandparents hold a special place in their hearts for their precious grandchildren. We often have great affection for other relatives, a beloved brother or sister or cousin. And if you're like me, you have dear friends that you've known for years, even decades. The love we feel for those longtime friends is another great blessing in our lives. Today's gospel challenges us to take an even more expansive view of love. In the gospel, thousands of people gather to hear Jesus, including some who traveled a great distance. They have been with him for 3 days, and they have nothing to eat. Jesus probably did not know most of the people in that crowd, yet he felt great compassion for them. He just couldn't send them home hungry. So out of love for this crowd of people whom he'd never met before, Jesus performed a miracle. He took 7 loaves and a few fish and multiplied them to produce enough to feed every single person in the crowd. The love that Jesus showed for that crowd is the kind of love that he calls us to display toward all our fellow human beings. We may have a significant other in our lives, but in God's eyes, there are no insignificant others. Jesus would often tell his disciples, if you want to show that you love me, then love one another. Love the least among you, the poor, the lonely, the forgotten people on the margins of society. As Jesus explained in his parable of the Good Samaritan, loving your neighbor means loving everyone you encounter, even if that means going outside your comfort zone. Now you may be thinking, my heart isn't big enough to love people outside my intimate circle of family and friends. Christ's disciples thought the same thing. But just as Jesus multiplied the loaves and fishes, he expanded the hearts of his followers. He taught them to treat strangers as brothers or sisters, to love others just as Jesus loved them. So on this Valentine's Day, let us pray that God will open our hearts to love everyone the way Jesus does. That kind of love can change the world today and every day.